Hello, this is Alexius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French in June of 1941, as we continue handling all the battles we have for that month. And here we are, spawning 26.5 kilometers away from the enemy. We have one heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers, and a destroyer already spotted. Appears like they are coming at us. This should be a short, victorious battle, said no one ever. Let's see how we can make the best of it. I think with them coming, let's do 10 right. Wow, that is sharp. Do a slanting attack in. Go forward to split fire. Or not, because we can't see them. Oh, the distinctly British modern turrets. Love it. So that's the destroyer we're seeing back there. These are 10-inch armed heavy cruisers. So you might even call them pocket battleships. They do have the armor for it. How's the deck armor actually? Nice. Already up to 4.5%, 5% accuracy. We're at 18 kilometers. Probably get within 10 kilometers on this course. Unless they turn. Looks like they're not sure where they want to go. Burst a pipe or something to start that fire. Are they firing HE? They are. Should we force the armor piercing? Oh, she's gonna show broadside. We'll do it. Got plenty of penetration on those shells. This will be the first set of armor piercing coming in. We are indeed at 13.5 kilometers. Down to 12.5 kilometers. Let's shift slightly. After looking at the geometry, I like to start fading back. Put them slightly aft of the beam. That looks good. There we go. 3 hits, 5 hits. I think we've got their number now. Oh yeah, those are big holes. Yeah, that is a bad day. Another one below the new water line. So that should be a lot of additional flooding. Not that we can tell yet. Did you shift targets? No. You're just... Oh, torpedoes. Let's do some torpedo avoidance and hope for the best. Just in time for the guidon. And I think we can turn that off now. Destroyers will be okay as well. Oh, we have another set. Spotting these ones from very long range. And more, you know what? We'll just turn around. Allow us to reform line and avoid any further torpedoes since we're clearly within range. 13, almost 14 kilometers away. And I doubt the cruiser is going to be much of a... oh yeah, she's nearly done. You know what? Let's preemptively switch to high explosive. Okay, I was going to say we'll pop a seam and they'll sink with so little margin left over. And we're going to want to switch once we get to the lighter targets anyways. Ooh, the Musket. What hit you? Torpedo. I thought you guys avoided them all. Come on. Let's see if we can limp you to safety. Alright, let's go ahead and cut in and throw off the aim again, but well, actually the destroyer's coming right at us. Good, all are targeting the destroyer. Torpedoes off. Hand it to the Brits. They're brave. Charging in to cover the light cruisers retreating. Ooh. It is a bad day for that destroyer. How far? 12 kilometers? Alright, I don't think we need to cut in any further than we have. As long as we're slowing them, we're in good shape. Let's take the screen and we'll charge ahead full speed. We'll turn to engage on the port side because of that. I want to close distance now. Their guns are not a significant threat. We could take damage, but their torpedoes are the only things that worry us at this point. So we want to get in there. Looks like the Musket will survive. We'll split fire. It must not have the range. I think the tail end should use armor piercing. We'll split ammo types as well. Ooh, I don't know. HE might be able to... no, HE can't get through that. Even their thin armor. So we'll punch some big holes and blast the superstructure. Of course they drop smoke. Torpedoes, come to port. And then to starboard, that should throw it off enough that we don't need to worry about them. Steady up, Admiral Blake. And fire for effect. The shores will definitely use armor piercing. Oh yeah, we got plenty of penetration for that. Looking at 7% at 12.5 kilometers. Inch into the main belt for the cruiser on the tail end. Should be Dauntless. Pathfinder Dauntless. Yep, that looks like main belt. Main belt over penetrations, yeah. A few more pass-through hits for her. And I'm guessing it should not be long now. Pathfinder still has some speed, 34.5. Dauntless is done though. We'll retarget all heavy cruisers on the Pathfinder. What's her accuracy? Pretty poor against our destroyers, although it doesn't take much. There we go, more flooding. Not enough though. There we go, more flooding. Can't track that many hits all at the same time. We have forward flooding. Dauntless is done. Actually, let's bring the destroyers about a little bit. Still passing to their port side. They've managed to increase distance to 15.2 kilometers. Split the difference and close in. And let's go all armor piercing. We want to slow her down, so we want to hole her. Main belt partial. Ooh, main belt overpen. Angle's bad for armor piercing shells, but that doesn't matter. Got enough of them. That was up forward. Must have been in the forward section of the main belt. Yeah, she's not having a good day. You can see her listing now. Here's one. Up forward. Main belt. Yeah, that's significant. Couple more. Main belt. More flooding in compartment 3. Looks like the range has been found. That list is getting pronounced. Ooh, torpedo detonation. 10-inch to the main belt. Looks like compartment 6. Trying to torpedo our destroyers? A move of desperation, sir. Main belt, aft belt, heavy flooding, she's going down. Stop, pick up survivors, and move on. Well executed, not much damage. Musket took that torpedo. Alright, we have a convoy. 2 Netherlands heavy cruisers out in Northern Caribbean being attacked by our destroyers. A strike. Wow. The mishmash. Another convoy in Pensacola that's smaller. Wow, there's a lot. Let's take care of the submarines real quick. Ours against a U.S. destroyer. Light damage to the destroyer. Our Wolfpack against a lone British. Heavy damage for the British. Pair versus the British. Light damage to the British. Alright, let's take... This one's going to be hard. I'm going to say that right now. This might be a small convoy. There's one ship. It's not even worth it. Oh, those aren't even destroyers. Those are torpedo boats. I know they're listed as destroyers, but... Well, they do have almost 6-inch guns. Okay. Columbia has some ships. That is an elderly heavy cruiser. Alright. That won't be as hard as I thought it would be. I think we have a good chance. We could take hits. That would be very bad. But those are very old heavy cruisers. Alright, they've been spotted at 25 kilometers away. Give or take. We see all of... Oh, those are old heavy cruisers. What kind of transport is this? Under such heavy escort. Looks like the destroyers are coming out to meet us, which is ideal. Split up, we are now engaged. Let's turn off the torpedoes. We don't want to fire them against destroyers. These are the tiny little Colombian destroyer escorts. They're so tiny. They're adorable. Romazati will target the lead destroyer, unless it is already. Gonna have to watch out for torpedoes. Speak of the devil. First blood goes to us. How are the environmentals, by the way? Fair. Good even. Stay right on the tiller. They have triple guns. That does make them a little bit of a threat. There we go. Go starboard. And then port. Rampage almost done. There we go. Destroyers dispatched. I knew those were the only real threat. And they have wasted it. We'll close in quickly. Man, we're getting flooding hits. What kind of armor do they have on this thing? Ooh, I watched that one up here. She's showing her belly. She's losing all the way. She's DIW. My goodness. Hertha goes down that quickly. Wow. We are the wolf pack. Honestly, the armed merchant might be more threatening. Hansa takes flooding to aft steering first. Their torpedo range is right there. That is abysmal. And heavy flooding for Hansa. And then the destroyer, which I will not belabor. Yeah, she done. 17,000. Yeah, that went far better than I feared. Good amount of victory points. Next we have that strike, which should go very well. Got more of those Netherlands ships that'll probably get diced up pretty well. The Drake class, we've seen that configuration before. I think it was not the Drake class though, against our Theonville. Wow. And there's an older one. We have the speed advantage. Oh, wow, an honest to goodness torpedo boat. Big one. Here we are. It is a beautiful day. The environmentals are good. And we have open fire at maximum range because we spotted them at 35 kilometers and have been closing since. Shook out our fast destroyer as our scout. Our fleet destroyer as the screen, and the rest are lined up behind, including our torpedo boat. Colombians have arrived in strength with theirs. Our scout is this big one. The screen is the smaller one, 1,600 tons. Anyways, well, should not be long before we get a hit at this rate. There we go, first hit. Against the modern cruiser. And that is the one we are targeting. Good. We want to keep armor piercing on them. They've got triples, but we clearly outrange them. A lot of the 5-inch coming in. Not sure a 5-inch should be firing AP rounds. They can do what they want though. Oh, their destroyer's taking hits. Good, we should be firing on them. We are now within range. Is this range? Be 10 kilometers. If that is their maximum range, we'll come to starboard. Engage with both turrets. That is quite the spread. We'll turn away. We can afford to. We outranged them by a good deal. We don't need to endanger ourselves or our escorts. Nice big wide sweeping S-turn. And we have taken out one of their destroyers. We positively identified the Carnarvon. Don't target them. I want to take out the threat. And all torpedoes will miss. Excellent. See if they can sort out the turrets after all those maneuvers. Target is Carnarvon. Might as well come right just enough. We are at 14 kilometers. Might want to just close at this point. We'll get both turrets engaged. We'll see where that leaves us. See the aft turret lined up and tracking. Big hit on Le Valette. And that was just a 5-inch. Wow. Yeah, the destroyer's gonna take out Hertha. Alright, she's gonna look to open range. We're at 15 kilometers. As long as we have good accuracy at this range. Yeah, let's go ahead and close in again. She's gonna put us in a stern chase. I don't want to start that from a disadvantage. Dutch as well. Oh, hit right on their turret. That is not a good day. Still operating though. At least it's not hot and stuffy. You go ahead and accelerate this slightly, since this is just a stern chase at this point. Although she's turning. Okay then. We'll show her the broadside. Although it seems that's all she was doing was launching torpedoes. Let's turn Signe. Sure, full speed ahead. Though our torpedoes are expended at this point. Switch sides. Swing wide. You accelerated too aggressively. I don't think I need to worry about the rest. You were our screen. And our scout charges ahead. Actually, let's bring in the Durandal as well. This could get ugly. Turn you guys a little bit early. Narrowly avoiding. Man, they're being real obnoxious about these torpedoes. I think they've heard that they're effective against us. Turn broadside, get ahead of these ones, especially as we don't need to worry about these destroyers anymore. We are at just under 11 kilometers. Sluggish on the tiller. What are we using here? Oh, she is older. Let's come to port. A little noxious for visibility, but we'll get the smoke going. Expose all 4 turrets. Flash fire. Plenty of flooding. Engine damage. We're taking hits now too, though. That's forcing her to turn, which exposes her to the cruiser. Alright, tighten the turn. Should protect us some more. It's even hurting our accuracy. Not a lot, though. It's taking a pounding from the destroyer. Oh, Durandal is in a good position now. Come full port. Gonna waste her torpedoes. Yep. Called it. But that's okay. They are... Actually, that might work out. Oh yeah, because she's been heavily disabled. More than I thought. Who knew getting Durandal in there would be what did it for us? I mean, they were kind of done already. Oh, final attempt. Cut in. That brings us another very successful fight. We have 2 left, but not a lot of time left in today. Looks like one of those will be hard, one of those will be interesting. But I'm going to call it here for the day. I thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.